I'm going to try my hardest not to sniff these books through this video. Hello Word Nerds and happy Tuesday. It is March 11th, 2014 and today on Reader's Nook I'm going to share with you 3 of my favorite books on writing. Book 1 is a grammar book. You all know I'm a huge grammar nerd and how important grammar is in your writing, so naturally I have a book on grammar in this list because you need it. It is called Rhetorical Grammar. I got this book last semester in my English language class and it is so helpful. It has everything you could possibly need to know on grammar, from the very basics to the more complicated topics that are just a joy to read. Now, you usually won't sit down and read this like a regular book because it's a little dry, as most grammar books are, but it's a great book to have as a reference when you have a question on grammar, and this book will definitely have the answer. It's so helpful. I've used it a lot. I use it for some of my WordNerd videos on Wednesdays. This is a grammar book to get if you're going to get a grammar book. Book number 2 is a book I got in a creative writing class in college. It is called Writing Down the Bones. This book is so helpful for tightening your plot and your pacing and making sure every single solitary word that goes into your manuscript is pushing the pace and the plot and the progress forward. This book is all about not wasting a single sentence or word in your entire manuscript and having it all count. Writing Down the Bones, in my creative writing class, we referred to this book when we had to write a short story of 10 pages, which for me as a novelist was very difficult because I have a problem with brevity. Shocker! But with the help of this book and everything I learned in it, I was able to write a short story, which I actually now have up on Wattpad. I'll link it below if you're interested in reading it. This book is great. I've seen a lot of other authors recommend it. Also, I don't know why. I just really like the cover. Maybe it's the stars and the ink. Cover doesn't really matter. The inside contents are great and fantastic, and I would highly recommend it. And finally, book number 3 is a book I am currently reading for my class I'm in right now called New Media Writing and Publishing. This book is called Create Your Writer Platform. It is so helpful. I am on chapter 6, maybe a little farther, and so far it's been mostly about how to utilize social media to market yourself, building a brand, the importance of a blog, how it is to interact with people. It also has quotes from literary agents throughout the book about tips on platform and why they think platform is important for an author. And in the back, which I have tabbed a lot of pages, there are case studies from published authors and how they built their platform, why they think it's important, how they stand apart from the rest of the people, what their brand is, and it's very, very helpful to read and see actual examples because personally I learn best through examples. I've actually recommended this to everybody I know at Patchwork Press, and I think I've mentioned it to the Word Nerds before too. Kelly Sheridan actually got her copy of this book this past weekend, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, and she said that she really likes it and finds it exciting to read because when you read this book you get just so invigorated and excited to start building your platform and be the author that you can be and reach the audience that you could potentially reach. This book is very, very, very helpful if you're an indie or self-publisher. It's also helpful if you're going traditional because 1, it gives you tips on how to build a platform before you query for your agent. 2, there are actual literary agents quoted in here. And 3, for the most part, when you go traditional publishing, you'll probably still have to do a lot of the marketing and publicity yourself, so it's useful to actually know kind of what you're doing. Now, this book does focus mostly on non-fiction books, but the advice is applicable to fiction or non-fiction, and I just love it, and I cannot wait to keep reading it. Oh, there's a chapter on bios. Well, I know what I'm reading tonight. So these are the 3 books on writing that I read and recommend most. I've got a bunch of books on my bookshelf that are also about writing and publishing and all that fun stuff, but these are the ones that I find most helpful and that I keep returning back to for advice or just as a reference. I hope that some of these will be useful to you in your writing career because I feel like they're going to be very useful in mine. I love you, books. Thank you for your help. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe. We have a live chat again this Sunday. The time has moved, though. This is important. The time has moved to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This week, we're talking about writing women in fiction. I love you, nerds, and I'll see you Sunday. Hey Word Nerds who have stuck around, I've got a quick personal note. This Friday, my ebook ENTICE will be free on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and Kobo. It's an e-novella to the Ignite series, which you may see every week sitting over my shoulder, and I wanted to let you know about this ebook deal because it's only going to be happening for a short time. So if you're interested in reading what I write, now is the time. This weekend, download a copy. You'll be able to find it on any ebook site, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And it's a free book, so I mean... Alright, now I'm really gonna go.